People of the State of Michigan versus Portia Savage, 25-02183. Parents, please.
Jeffrey Billabay on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Jacob Rowley on behalf of Ms. Savage.
But am I having an out-of-body experience, Mr. Raleigh? Have you met with your client today?
I have, Your Honor.
Have you talked to your client about how to appear appropriately in court?
Your Honor, she didn't say the health concerns.
What does that got to do with a hoodie and a hat on her head? In the middle of my courtroom. Are your witnesses here?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're having a trial today, correct?
We have pitched an offer, so we were just waiting
We
to hear.
don't do offers on the day of trial in my courtroom. That's been my policy, and the attorneys here and my staff are very much aware. We had a final pretrial on the 22nd of September, to which your office represented that the victim was here.
Correct, Your Honor.
And so if there was no offer extended at that time, the time to negotiate is now over. Today is
Correct,
the date
Your
and
Honor.
time set for trial. Are we running a trial or no? Or is she pleading to the charge?
She's, I would leave that to defense.
She's not pleading to the charge, Your Honor.
Okay, you can call on the jury.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I don't have jury instructions. They were supposed to be to us by Friday, 3 p.m.
That is correct, Your Honor. I couldn't reach the victim. I tried to contact her on Friday. She did not pick up the phone. I left a message. So we showed up today thinking she wasn't going to be able to show up simply because I couldn't consult her or give her any offers prior to this date, Your Honor.
You had a final pretrial. You
Correct.
said that the victim appeared.
Yes, at the final pretrial, the victim did appear, Your Honor.
Well, what does that got to do with my jury instructions that were supposed to be to me by Friday?
I apologize, Your Honor.
Where's your jury instructions, Mr. Raleigh?
I have them prepared. I can forward them to the court, Your Honor.
I need them within the next 20 minutes.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I don't know when you're going to do it because we're running the rest of this docket right now.
Yes, Your Honor.
Your client can go figure out how she can be appropriately. You need to take your hood and your hat off now. You can't dress like that in court. Ma'am, I'm sorry. I can't even identify who this person is. Her entire face is covered, Mr. Raleigh.
Yes, Your Honor.
Take your hood and hat off so I can identify you. And whatever's on your head, take it off.
I've already made it.
You have one choice: to do what I say, or you be held in contempt. You still have things on your head. I can't even see your face.
Ma'am, I would like to protect my.
You can remand her into custody.
That's the only reason why I'm asking you. I've already made it clear on multiple accounts that I have vaginal problems, and I'm also health concerned because.
What does that got to do with? I have to be able to see your face. What does that have to do with that? I can't see your face. I'm not going to go back and forth. I'm not going to negotiate. There's rules and there's policies. If you can't follow them, you'll be held in contempt and you'll be remanded into custody. You can remove the items or you can be remanded into custody. It's your choice.
How long are we discussing?
Until I can have the contempt hearing. Because you're not going to sit in a trial like that either.
But I don't want to take my mask off in front of other people.
Take your hat, whatever's on your head needs to come off. You don't wear do-rags in court. Take it off your head now. Remove your face mask so I can identify you. I need to see your entire face. I can't see your face. I can take her into custody. I don't have time for this. You'll have a bigger issue sitting down in jail.
How long am I? Yeah, I've already taken the mask off.
Oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. I cannot see your face. And I'm not going to go back and forth. Thank you. You remove it down lower so that I can identify you. When I said I've identified you, then I will allow you to put your mask back on. Not only that, you look at me when I'm talking. There's going to be a portion during this trial where you need to be identified. You'll be ordered to remove your mask again then. Your attorney should have told you that. You can have a seat out there and wait until it's time for us to call you in for jury selection. Mr. Raleigh, you need to talk to your client because my patience is very short already with her.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand?
I understand.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Go.
Will you hand me my screen box?
Now go. Freak. Rah.
We're back on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Portia Savage 25-02183.
All right, I think she went downstairs momentarily, but her bag is still here, so she'll be back soon. You sent me an email?
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
I don't know.
Hey, security says you did go downstairs.
I don't think she'll leave it back. So
It's a backpack.
I don't have an email.
it's more of a tote bag.
Walmart.
An Aldi's tote bag.
Looks like something you would get in.
We don't even know what's in this tote bag.
Looks like clothes, some personal items.
But she's so concerned about her health, wellness. Why would she leave her bag unattended? Ma'am, what is your problem? Ma'am, what is the problem? I can't even hear you. I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
No, then don't be disrespectful. You don't run my courtroom, I run it. You're gonna come in here, I'm gonna go on the record properly, and you're gonna present yourself appropriately. And not with a rag hanging off your head.
This is actually all that I have right now.
But you can take it off your head. I'm not asking you to remove your mask. I've identified you. You can keep the mask on. Okay, back on the record.
Jeffrey Billerby on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Jacob Riley, on behalf of Ms. Savage.
Today was the date that was scheduled on my docket to hold a jury trial. The attorneys were both advised of the policy in this court. It's the 54A district court policy, which is we need to be notified by 3 p.m. on Friday whether or not a jury is going to be called in. And there's a reason for that policy. Mr. Billerby, you asked me if I can extend the policy on Friday. I told you no, because it's not even my policy, it's the court's policy.
That is correct, Your Honor.
And so our staff did not get anything from either attorneys, one way or the other, indicating whether or not there was going to be a jury trial. Therefore, that information was not properly provided to administration, and they call in a jury on Friday. They don't call it in on Monday morning.
Yes, Your Honor.
And so we brought a witness in here for no reason, because we can't call a jury in. And that's because of the attorney's failure and not the court.
I understand.
And I want to make that very clear. Was there an offer that you intended to extend today?
Yes, Your Honor. In consultation with the victim and my unit chief, we extended an offer of disorderly, and I understand that is not what the court's policy is. Before I get to that, Your Honor, I just want to sincerely apologize.
Ma'am,
for putting.
wait a minute, ma'am. Take that off your face. Excuse me?
I'm saying I'm very sorry. I just don't feel well at all.
I can recognize that, but you can't cover up your face while you're standing in court. I'll allow you to cover your mouth and your nose for your health, but you're not going to cover your entire face, okay? Okay.
Your Honor, I just want to sincerely say I sincerely apologize for mishandling this matter, and I understand that puts the court in a very difficult position because now we're having to call a jury. I did attempt to reach out to the victim on Friday. She informed me that she tried to reach back to me. I didn't get that. And obviously I wasn't anticipating there would be a jury trial here today. Either way, Your Honor, I accept my failure to be able to promptly inform the court timely whether this to set a jury trial. And it's a policy that the court has made very clear to me. And so I want to apologize on that, Your Honor. The offer in this case, I had a discussion. I talked to the victim, and in consultation with my unit chief today, we offered a disorderly person. This offer is agreeable to the victim and to the unit chief, and that's what we offered here today, Your Honor. And this is the first time I've had really any opportunity to consult with the victim during the entire duration of this case. This was my first time seeing her and even talking to her in person, Your Honor.
Did the victim appear on September 22nd?
Yes, Your Honor, but that was with a different prosecutor. She appeared on the final pretrial, and she did indicate that the case will be set for jury trial according to our notes, Your Honor.
Correct. Negotiations in my courtroom happened prior to. And so if the victim appeared on the 22nd, whether it was you, Mr. Billabay, or someone in your stead, because I recognize it's not your fault that you just got subbed into this courtroom. But you put the court in a position, what your office that is, when you keep changing the attorneys, there's no consistency going on. Whoever is here should have extended an offer if an offer was viable at the time. If there could have been an offer extended, it should have happened then. That's the point of the final pretrial, okay?
That is correct, Your
And
Honor.
so that's a message you can take back to your staff or to your office so that they know, I don't care who is in this courtroom. If the victim is here for final pretrial, what do you think we're all coming here for? A kumbaya moment? It's to try to work out the matter and see if we need to go to trial. Once I set a trial date, it requires all of us to be here. And it requires people to move their work schedule. You didn't think the victim had someplace she needed to be today?
She did, Your Honor.
I have personal things going on that I had to rearrange so that I could be here in person so that no trials were being reset, only to get here and not to have a trial. Ma'am, are you okay? Okay. And so, Mr. Raleigh, there's an offer of disorderly person. And then Mr. Bilby, I accept your apology. And I recognize that part of this is not your issue. It was a change in prosecutor office. Nonetheless, is she going to accept the offer?
Either accept the offer today, and it's accepted as a plea.
If you need more time to talk to her, I could give you time to do that.
If we can have a moment, Your Honor.
No problem. Off the record.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, back on the record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Portia Savage.
Jeffrey Billabay on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Jacob Riley on behalf of Ms. Savage, Your Honor.
Okay, so my understanding, Ms. Savage would like to plead guilty to disorderly person.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Ms. Savage, you're gonna have to pull the mask down. Is that correct, ma'am? Okay, and you have gone over advice of rights with your attorney? Okay, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury? You can put your hand down. Okay, you have the right in this matter to proceed to a trial. You have the right to a jury trial. You're presumed innocent until proven guilty. You would have to give up that right to the presumption of innocence if you wanted to plead guilty to the disorderly person. You understand that? Okay, you would also have to give up your right to see, hear, or question in court any witness called to testify against you. Your right to call your own witnesses or present evidence that you think show a defense to this charge, and your right to remain silent and not have silence be used against you. You understand that? Anyone threatening you to get you to waive your rights and plead guilty to the amended charge?
I couldn't hear you. Mom.
Is anyone threatening you to get you to plead guilty to disorderly jostling? Is anyone making any promises to you if you plead guilty to the disorderly? Can you speak up louder, please? And you're not on probation or on parole at this time, correct? You don't have any other criminal cases pending? You understand that by pleading guilty, it could result in a conviction that you may need to report to a current or future employer.
I couldn't hear that.
If you plead guilty to the amended charge, you may need to report that conviction of disorderly jostling to a employer. You understand that?
Yeah.
As to disorderly jostling, are you pleading guilty because you believe you are guilty?
Kind of unsure, but
Why are you unsure? You don't remember?
To the disorderly.
You remember the incident, ma'am? Okay, so you believe you are guilty of disorderly jostling? Okay, as to disorderly, how do you plead? Do you plead guilty or not guilty? Factual basis?
Ms. Savage, on July 17th of 2025, read at 12:15 East Michigan Avenue. at the Sparrow Hospital. That is in the city of Lansing, correct? What did you do at that location on that date that would constitute a disorderly jostling?
No particular houses.
If I can be specific, did you, at one point, I guess, act out of hand and push some items off the desk
Yeah,
in the hospital?
I struck some items.
I can't hear.
I struck some items that were on the desk.
Oh.
You understand that this would be considered disorderly?
You said she struck somebody with what?
So I struck some items.
Some items on the desk?
The people are satisfied, Your Honor.
I believe that's a factual basis of disorderly jostling.
Okay, the court will accept your plea if find your plea to be freely, voluntarily, and intelligently made. Any objection to immediate sentencing?
No, Your Honor, and I've talked to the victim and she does not wish to make a statement, Your Honor.
Okay. I reviewed her prior criminal history. This looks like the only charge on her criminal record, at least on her adult criminal record. And I'm going to place her on a term of 6 months probation. She's going to go downstairs and meet with probation when she leaves here. Is she currently engaged with community mental health?
I believe she is formally engaged with CMH at this time.
Okay, she's going to be ordered to get mental health counseling. She was ordered to get a CAT or CMH evaluation before she was even released from custody back in July. It does not appear that that took place. So she is going to have to get some mental health counseling. Are you getting counseling or treatment at this time, ma'am?
I actually have, now I'm dealing with the loss of insurance, which has made it very difficult.
You say you're dealing with a loss of insurance?
Correct. So, I mean, until I have that return, I can't do the things that I already know to do. I'm an adult. I actually was already beginning to take care of my mental health with therapy. Just, kind of make sure everything's okay there. I've had a few other conditions that have been, really draining me. So I just have not been well these last several years.
Oh. And so you don't have any engagement with community mental health at this time? Okay, then you might need to look to that as a resource. It's going to probably be ordered, but I'm going to let you meet with probation. You can tell them more about your financial situation, and then they'll advise you as to what your options are to get some mental health treatment, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're not employed at this time, correct? How do you support yourself?
So I took a little bit of time off because of this condition. I went in and out of warehouses and you're driving. Relocating trailers and with a commercial vehicle, CDL. If you have any condition that's sleep related, usually I guess management will call time off, departure from work.
Okay. So right now you're on leave or
It's voluntary.
just a voluntary time off because of your health condition? Oh, okay. So you don't have any income?
I have enough to spare me, but I mean, it would be better for me to get moving like I planned to. I'm sorry, get back into my occupation.
Okay. There's a $30 per month oversight fee for each month of probation. There's a $75 crime victim rights fee per statute that I must assess, plus a statutory minimum cost of $50. I'll waive any other fines and costs. My primary concern is that you're getting some mental health treatment, and then when it is safe for you to do so, that you will return to your employment.
Your Honor, kind of lost in the probation. What happened during that period?
While you're on probation, you're not to engage in any assaultive or threatening behavior. You're not to possess a firearm, ammunition, or weapon of any kind. You're not to use alcohol or drugs or marijuana unless you have a valid prescription. You are not to be at any bars or nightclubs. I'm not going to order you to test at this time, but if it becomes a concern, I will order you to do random preliminary breath testing or urinalysis testing. But I don't believe that, based on your history and even the circumstances here, I don't believe alcohol or substances is the issue. I think it's a mental health need that you need to address, is what I believe is going on here. But again, I can adjust that as time progresses if I later get information that you might be dealing with some substances, okay?
So does that mean I can't have, I'm kind of confused, I can't have any alcohol during the holidays?
Not while you're on probation.
I just thought you all just said that if I do get guilty, this is done. I'm not really
You
sure.
won't be doing the trial.
I'm sorry?
You won't be back for a trial. That's what's.
Ma'am, I'm not ordering you to do testing for drugs and alcohol,
It's minimal probation.
and I normally order it. Okay, you understand that?
I'm not quite sure, no.
So typically, when you're on probation, I order the probationer to have to go and test and do random drops so I can see if they're drinking or using drugs. I have not ordered that for you, okay? What I have ordered is that you engage in some mental health treatment and then return to employment. But I've noted that your return to employment is only when it's safe to do so, okay? So essentially, for 6 months, you're required to stay out of trouble, get mental health counseling, and then go back to work.
After 6 months?
You can go back to work before then, ma'am.
The court will only be supervising for a maximum of 6 months.
Correct. And you have the option or the right to request early discharge after 90 days if you've done what you were supposed to do, which is gotten the treatment and you've not had any violations, okay?
I have a choice of who I visit for therapy.
You do have a choice if you have a therapist, you can advise who the therapist is. I'm not selecting your therapist for you, but if you don't have a therapist and you don't have the ability, you may have to go to community mental health. And then I don't believe you have a choice if you go to community mental health. But if you already have a therapist and the means to pay that therapist, the licensed therapist, you can provide evidence that you are seeking treatment through them to your probation officer, and then that will satisfy my order for you to get treatment. Do you have any other questions? Okay, you're gonna go downstairs to the 5th floor and check in with probation. Can you provide her with a copy of the early release from probation form?
Yeah.
And then you'll report to probation regularly, monthly, that is, via Zoom, or you can come in person if you don't have the ability to log into Zoom, okay?
Your Honor, before I forget, may I submit the advice of rights for the file?
Yes, thank you. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing from the people, Your Honor.
Thank you.
We can talk about that. Nothing further, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my God.
You have got to be kidding me. What is going on today? This is joke. Today is an absolute joke. He's an interpreter.
I need an interpreter when I cannot express myself sometimes.
Oh my God, sir, put that cigarette out. I don't give a crap that you are outside of this. What is wrong with everybody today? You know what, Miss Reed, we're gonna start bringing people in person. We're gonna learn how to act in a courtroom.
Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Ma'am? Ma'am? Can you hear it?
No.
Okay.
No, trust me, out of the day, I'm sitting up here, I'm the one that needs a drink.